Welcome to this session of Biology, Class 12, Chapter 9. We are taking up a small area for discussion today called fish farming. We have already discussed about farming, beekeeping, etc. This is a very small idea given in the class so that you prepare yourself for examination and also know what is really the meaning of the word fishing. I think that would help you to plan your career in case if you want to take up activities other than just the engineering, computer engineering, etc. So this will help you in a different way. So let us try to know what is really the meaning of the word or the concept called fishing. Well, we now try to know the two terms or the two concepts. One is called aquaculture, that is normally used in various books and other areas. Second is called pisciculture. These two are interrelated, but there is a slight difference in them. Let's try to know what do we really understand by these two terms. Aquaculture, the word aqua refers to water, and the water may be either fresh water like rivers, lakes, ponds, pools, etc., or marine water just like the sea water. So there are two different things. Sea water contains more salt and almost different types of animals and plants grow in that. In the fresh water, the ecosystem is very different. Water does not contain that amount of salt or no salt at all, but it has different minerals. So two different varieties of plants and animals grow in these two things. Aquaculture refers to using both the medium, fresh and marine water, where managing, culturing, growing, and producing both plants and animals which can live in aquatic environment for the sake of better yielding. We will try to know about single cell culture in the next area where this will help you a lot. And then these things are grown in the well managed area for desired qualities of the food material for the human consumption. Therefore, aquaculture is a management of plants and animals for the sake of food for human beings. It may be both fresh water as well as marine water. We shall know this little more in detail. Coming to pisciculture, the word pisces refers to fishes. Now, this is only practicing, managing, and also culturing the different varieties of fishes in a particular area controlled by human beings, especially maybe in tanks. So we will try to know what they are. So now to differentiate between aquaculture and pisciculture, in aquaculture, different types of plants and animals can be grown, both in marine and freshwater form. In pisciculture, just they concentrate upon culturing fishes. It may be marine or it may be freshwater. So the yield will be fish and not the plants. That is the major difference between these two. So we shall try to know a little more about them in the next PPT. Let's try to learn a little more about fisheries. It is an industry devoted to catching, processing, or selling of fish. A large number of Indian population depends upon fish for food. It's a very delicate material in some parts of the India. Also, marine products like prawns, crabs, lobsters are all edible forms. They fetch a lot of money. Therefore, both the fisheries include all these areas. That means whatever they grow in the water medium, either in the marine water, that is seawater, or in the freshwater medium. Some of the freshwater fishes which are very common that include like catla, rojo, common crab, etc. I am not a fish eating person, therefore I do not know much about the fish. But what I read, what I heard people, I am telling you, I have not tasted the fish. So there are many people who like the fish very much. And thanks to them, I have not tasted that. Some of the marine fishes that are eaten that include just like hilsa, sardines, and mackerel, all these things. So there are many varieties. I am sorry, this lesson will not allow the scope to discuss much in detail, except to say that there are many varieties of fishes that are reared, cultured in the artificial tanks called the maybe in small areas in the villages and also in larger areas in industry. It will be used for food. Indian economy is boosted by that. As I told you earlier, the aquaculture and the pisciculture, here there are two diagrams I have shown here. In these two diagrams, in one of them, that is what is we see in the left side, you have two people working on a country type of say environment, that is local environment or a village environment, where the earth is excavated to produce a tank, and there it is a freshwater area where they grow the fishes, and that would be pisciculture. In the second one, where you find large amount of uh, well prepared tanks made out of cement and concrete, and you find more than 10 or 15 blocks. In these blocks, normally they grow large number of fishes which are very much essential for commercial purpose, maybe for exporting and all these things. So these are the two different types of pisciculture things that we can think in our country. India is very good in this, so we will economically it will be very useful. Okay, we will now try to understand a few things about fisheries. Fisheries is a normal word used for the industry. Fishery has an important role in our Indian economy. Nearly, they say 3% of GDP is from fisheries, and nearly 33% of the people, rural people, are employed by this industry. It provides income and employment to millions of fishermen and farmers, particularly in the coastal areas. You know, India has got a very large coastal area, so we can really tap the resources in the coastal area and produce the production of fishes for both for internal consumption and also for export. And it is a source of livelihood. Fisheries, that industry is that is catching, rearing, marketing fishes would be the livelihood of several million people in India. In order to meet the increasing demands on fisheries, different techniques are used. As I told you earlier, the techniques include the artificial way of inseminating fishes, technology is used, and also biotechnological techniques are employed now in the pisciculture. They produce more number of fishes with very good taste, vitamins, and other areas are added to the fishes. So this will be an extremely good thing. Similarly, in the marine forum, they have lobsters, prawns, etc., which are highly delicate types of food. Now, as people like the what you call the pizzas, the young people in most of the countries like Singapore, Malaysia, and all these areas, the staple food or the food they normally prefer would be prawns and crabs. So all these are all the products of the we can call them the pisciculture and all the aquaculture. It is a big source of income. So through aquaculture and pisciculture, increased production of aquatic plants and animals are possible, maybe both in the marine and also in the freshwater. When you say plants, you will find out some seaweeds are grown for single celled proteins. That will be taking up the next few lessons about this. So here we would like to say Indian economy is boosted by means of fisheries. I have some more information on the fisheries. The food habits of our population is changing. Today, youngsters do not have hesitation to eat any type of food they like. It's only some of the people like me who are old and we got a different culture who are hesitant to taste foods. But Indian youths today, both the boys and girls of the youngsters, are willing to take any type of food they want if it is healthy. So our food habits have changed, and that has increased the demand for the aquatic animals like fishes and lobsters, etc. And thereby industries are growing, new industries are coming up, and the income from these industries is increasing. As I told you earlier, nearly 3% of the GDP of the Indian economy is, I think, thriving on the industries developed by fisheries, and particularly farmers are very economically coming up, that too in particular. But in general, Indian economy is growing. A large number of uh, kinds of fishes are exported to various countries. And this type of revolution, where the production of fish for quality and quantity and volume has increased, it is called blue revolution. Blue refers to water actually. It's a blue revolution. Just like the green revolution, what we had, Dr. Swami has created that green revolution. I do not know to whom we have to call the father of blue revolution. I have not yet researched on that one. Maybe next class I will tell you. And aquaculture is referred to as blue revolution. So by this, we will be ending this little information on fisheries. I hope you remember. Try to answer one simple question for this, saying that in what way fisheries are important to Indian economy, and second, maybe what is the difference between aquaculture and pisciculture? Try to interpret aquaculture and pisciculture with reference to the type of production that we are going to make. Thank you. Of course, it goes without saying that I have to credit whatever the information I got from this for this particular small little clip is from the NCERT textbook, and I have got some information on Google, and images are taken from the common creatives, and YouTube will be helpful in publishing this. For all of them, I am grateful. Kindly read your textbook, though there are two paragraphs, it is loaded, it contains a lot of information. You can also see a large number of videos are possible on fisheries. If you're interested to go for earning and make a career on these things, uh, Indian Agriculture Research Institute will be able to help you on these things. Thank you all. Good luck.